Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna Coleman. I am a real estate agent in Maryland with Sanderson Properties, and today we're going to talk about taxes. Who doesn't love to talk about taxes? I know I don't, but I do want to share some information that is very important for future home buyers and certainly homeowners or anybody who is going to be paying property taxes anytime soon. So if you own a home, your mortgage consists of taxes, insurance, your principal payment, and interest. I almost forgot the last one. And interest. There's four things that make up your mortgage. So even though you purchase a house and you lock in that principal rate, all other things can basically change. Your taxes can change, everything can change. So you should never purchase a house at the very top of your limit to where you can just afford the house. You just never want to do that. Something has to change, and most of the time you're going to have to lower the price of the house that you're looking for so that you can afford the home over an extended period of time, not just right now. So as you know, home values have increased throughout the state of Maryland. All the states, the whole country has seen tremendous growth in home values over the years, especially since 2020 when the interest rate was really low. Of course, the homes were just flying off the shelves. The values were going crazy. The market was just going crazy. Everybody was in a frenzy. And now it's gotten to the point where even though the interest rates are high as in compared to 2020, interest rates right now are sitting around 6.5%. They're still under 7% right now, which compared to 2020, they're about 3%. But even with that increase in interest rate, homes are still selling pretty quickly. The home values aren't going up as quickly, but they are still going up. Some things are starting to slow down. We're still in the seller's market, and taxes are definitely becoming something that you want to pay close attention to when you're looking at what you can afford as a whole. The SDAT, or the Taxation Department in Maryland, has already said that taxes have gone up about 20% in Maryland. So it's something that you want to definitely be aware of, because they're already saying, hey, make sure you take a look at your taxes. I actually read an interview with someone who lived just outside of Ocean City. They actually did an interview with this gentleman that lives in Worcester County. I've always pronounced it wrong, but it's Worcester County, right outside of Ocean City, that owns a home and maybe 2 or 3 other rental properties, and he's seen an increase from anywhere from like 20 to 30% on his properties, which is like insane, right? So I do have some notes here, and I'm going to read directly from my notes. Central Maryland and Baltimore County, the values increased by 22.6%. Property assessments in Baltimore rose by 17.4% compared to the previous assessment 3 years ago. As I was kind of going into the taxes and where they're going to increase and who's seeing the most increase, it looks like Western Maryland and the Eastern Shore, they're seeing the most increase in tax assessments compared to the rest of the state. So depending on where you are in the state, you can be seeing, regular increases, huge increases, or like ridiculously crazy increases. But there is something that you can do about it. It's something called the Homestead Tax Credit that has been around for a long time. Last year they had something called the Homeowners Tax Program, something like that. I don't know if they're going to renew that or do something different with that in 2025. But the Homestead Tax Credit has been around for a very long time, but not everyone is taking advantage. So what is the Homestead Tax Credit? I'm going to read it right from the website, and I'm also going to leave the website down below because there's a lot more information on the site. It's pretty simple though. If you own a home and it's your primary residence, you can file for this tax credit. Now, from the website, to help homeowners deal with large assessment increases, their principal residence, so you cannot use it on any rental properties. It's the house that you live in. State law has established the Homestead Tax Credit. It limits the increase in taxable assessments each year to a fixed percentage. Each county and municipality in Maryland is required to limit taxable assessment increases to 10% or less each year. So Maryland's cap on increases is 10%, but each county and jurisdiction will have different limits. Some is 7, some is 6, some 3. I even saw a 0. The chart is there, and it's also listed on the website. All the information is going to be there. And to apply for the tax credit, you can do it all online. The only thing you need to have on you is your driver's license, and it's going to take 10 minutes. If you have your driver's license already on hand and you don't have to run and go get your driver's license, it may take even less than that. All you're going to do is put in your information, your house information. You're going to ensure that you have not already done this, because this is a one-time thing. You only need to apply and be approved one time. So if you've done it already, you're not gonna be eligible. You probably should know if you've already done it, but maybe you did it 15 years ago and you've been in your house that long, and maybe you don't know or you forgot. But you can look into your tax records and it'll say right at the bottom whether you are approved or when you applied, and if you're denied and all that good stuff. So back to the website. Here's an example that they give. Your old assessment was $100,000. Your new assessment is $120,000. The difference between 120 and 110 is $10,000. The tax credit would apply to the taxes due on the $10,000. There are certain conditions that follow along, and like I said, they're all on the website as well. I'm going to provide you the link if you just look down in the description box. I'm not going to ask for your information, but if you do apply for it, please let me know in the comments that you applied and you want to take advantage of this, because it's pretty much a no-brainer. Just go ahead and apply for it. If you are a homeowner, if you are looking to purchase a home, this is definitely a link that you want to come back to or search or whatever to make sure that you take advantage of this homestead tax credit. It can save you lots of money on your taxes as your taxes increase. And of course, it has to increase above the cap to get that credit, or feel a little difference there. Like that person in Worcester County, if he would have applied to the tax credit, he would, at least on his personal home, on the home that he lives in, he would have gotten at least like a 10% break on that and would not have had to pay that much more in taxes. His rental properties, there was nothing you can do on that. And then speaking of rental properties, for those who are renting who think, oh, this doesn't apply to me, that's okay. No, as taxes are increasing, your landlord's profits are getting smaller and smaller. So what is going to happen with the rent? The rent is going to go up as well. You're going to pay for it one way or another. If you own a home, you're going to pay the taxes directly. If you don't own the home, you're going to pay it in rent, and your rent is likely going to go up the next time you have to renew your lease. But that concludes this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the tax credit or anything in real estate in general, you don't have to be in Maryland to ask me questions about real estate. You can be anywhere. If it's a state specific question, I may or may not be able to answer those questions. But it's 2025. Happy New Year. I didn't really want to start the new year talking about taxes. I did post a video before this to kind of, lighten the mood a little bit in 2025. At least, you learned something. If you didn't know about the homestead tax credit already, you did learn something. I mean, that's good. That's a good way to start the new year. So happy New Year, y'all. And I will be posting every single week. Thank you to all that subscribed. I'm at 1,000, like 1,200 subscribers. So I'm grateful for all of you. I want to be continuing to post vlogs, local content, just information in general about real estate. I do have a poll on my community tab that I think I got a few votes, and everything is kind of leaning towards, I think, vlogs and general real estate information. So if you want to go take a look at that poll and vote to let me know what you want to see on this channel in 2025. You can also leave a comment down below to let me know what you're interested in, if you got some value from this video right here. And to all my people who have purchased from YouTube with me last year, thank you so much for reaching out and trusting me and giving me referrals. I really appreciate it. YouTube is the best. YouTube is my favorite platform. Stay safe. I wish you all a happy and wonderful and terrific 2025. What I'm going to try to do this year is just take things day by day with everything that I'm trying to do. Just take it one day, one step at a time. I am making goals and things like that for myself, but I'm just going to take things one day at a time. So yeah, that's enough rambling for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. I got to get off so I can record the next video so I can really be, I can be on it. I'll see you next week.